Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Gauntlet League match. Week number 1, match number 5, the final match of the week. Go ahead and check out in the description for the week 0 explanation of how this league works for those of you that are new here. In the last 4 days you can see each of the first 4 matches of this league to see how this deck on your screen has progressed over the course of this week. As I mentioned, the deck on your screen is the deck we will be playing in today's final match of the week. We've got a black-red sack deck here with double Hungry Ghoul, 9 Lives Familiar, double Employment, Eaten Alive, and just some relatively decent cards. Krenko, Goblin, things like that. It's performed very well for us so far since we switched over from Jund after match number 1 and number 2. And let's hope it can get one more win for us here in the final match of this week's league. Here is a quick reminder of where we currently sit in the standings of a league of 121 members. We are sitting in 55th, which is just barely above halfway here, which makes sense as our record is 2-2. And our opponent match win percentage as the tiebreaker is boosting our record and placement among those 2-2 players. So sitting at 2-2, hoping to improve to a winning record for week 1. A record of 2-3 in any week is a recipe to get eliminated relatively early, as once you reach your 11th loss, you are eliminated. So we're trying to stave off those 11 losses as long as we can. And our final match of the week for this league is going to be against TheDragon, who is 1-3 in 100th place, playing a pretty clean and succinct black-white life gain deck. After looking at his pool of cards before getting into this match, I was shocked that he was 1-3. He's got the infinite combo of Bloodthirsty Conqueror and Marauding Blight Priest, as well as Elenda and 4 copies of Eaten Alive. It's just a pretty good deck, and it's kind of shocking he's 1-3, but that's where we sit. If he does take the win here, we both finish week 1 with a record of 2-3, but we're trying to push toward a winning record of 3-2. So once again, TheDragon has graciously agreed to join us on voice chat for this match. Hope you enjoy. Okay, here we are in match 5 for week 1 of this Gauntlet League against TheDragon, who has unfortunately taken a mulligan against us here. And Dragon has graciously joined us on voice chat. Dragon, how has your week 1 been going so far?
Well, I'm continuing the route I was going with this mull.
Oh
Another
no.
one-lander.
Down to 5?
Yeah, 1-3.
1-3, okay.
It's been rough so far.
Well, it looks like you kept 6.
My pools are actually lacking direction, I think. All colors can be played, but not sure which ones to choose.
And there's not a lot of mana fixing in this set I've found, so it's hard to kind of make 3 colors work.
I have a lot of mana fixing in green, but that are the 3 mana search for a land or kick it for 2 lands.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's not doing anything besides
Yeah.
getting lands.
Yeah, it gives you a little fixing, but if you're playing against aggro or something, likely to get beat down. All right. Oh, I had forgotten to pull up your pool here. What could you be representing? Feather of Flight, maybe? I value my vampire too much.
Well, if I don't draw any land soon, then it's over very fast this first game, I think.
Yeah, gotta find those lands. Let's see, what do we start with? I don't really want to be sacrificing anything in my hand, so I think we do these 2 here, but probably post combat. So let's go ahead and attack. Play the ghoul. Play the cavalry, and then pass back.
That's 1.
All right, there's a land. Interesting. Okay, so how do I do this here now? So if we go here, go there. Alright, now we have access to the pool. Let's see if Feather of Flight or Stab could be the thing. Ooh, my goodness, you have 4 Eaten Alives. And no Feather of Flights. Okay. Fake Your Own Death, I suppose, is what it could be. I think that might be okay. But well, let's just go here actually and represent. Yeah. Let's just do this one here. Ha, you caught me. Alright, I suppose we take one of 2 lands. Alright, the lands are coming.
Yeah. But the board is pretty ugly. From my perspective.
Maybe too little too late.
Okay. Play cards, that's for sure.
Elenda, that is a tough one. Oh, there's Herald of Eternal Dawn in the pool too. That's a tough card to beat. Do you? Oh no, there's a Bloodthirsty Conqueror. And do I look farther down? You have a Marauding Blight Priest. All right. I suppose we must be on the lookout for the infinite combo here. Let's start with this. And then I just don't really want to be sacrificing anything to the Gourmand is the issue, but I'd rather have a card or a 2/2 on the board. Probably just a 2/2, so...
Do I draw a land?
I think that means that the Bloodthirsty Conqueror might be coming down here soon. Sure. Gosh, do I just let Elenda keep hitting me? Or do I attempt to make a trade here? So like I said, it looks like it might be Fake Your Own Death. I think that's really the only thing I can see at the moment. And I feel like, no, you probably wouldn't have used it earlier.
I assume these are rhetorical questions, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're welcome to tell me if you want.
Yeah, sure.
I think I'm going to go ahead and take it now. I think a swamp has been kept on top, if I had to guess. Or another plains. I don't know. I guess one of those Eaten Alives might be in hand. Yeah, there it is. Sure. Okay. I guess Shiv and Dragon is good.
That's very good.
Do I attack with the Gourmand or not? Could just offer the trade. I'm just worried about Bloodthirsty Conqueror here, in which case maybe none of this matters. Um,
That's good. Just be afraid of everything I put in. It's always good.
you could have it all.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't have many great cards that I actually want to be sacrificing with this Gourmand most of the time. But the Blood Witch, the Cavalry, the Ghoul. Alright, I think I'm going to cash it in. I need to try to push some more damage and try to find an answer here. Ah, yes, that has Death Touch. Forgot about that. Oops. There's the land. And there's the Conqueror. $18 to 8, eh? Hmm.
It's the first time I get to cast it.
Oh, okay. Well, that plus Alenda is certainly going to do some damage here. Well,
Yeah, I hope so. It kept me alive now, so that's already good.
alright, let's go to attackers. It's got Death Touch, but can't imagine you'd block at 18. Alright, go to damage, and then I guess we have potentially one out in the deck here. Let's see if we find it.
What is it?
Well, it's neither of these, but let's see if we survive long enough to cast this next turn.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. Okay, this is. Hmm. Do I attack with the pirates?
Involuntary employment, much less good when you know it's coming.
Yeah, I know. But I assume you take the Bloodthirsty Conqueror, and then you get a whole bunch of life, or you sack it. A tough spot. But if I attack, I get a bunch of life too. At least 9, it seems. I think I played safe.
Alright, let's see if it does end up being fake your own death here, but I think I have to make this block.
Well, let's get it out.
There it is. Okay. Oh, yes, I forgot. This just deals 10 by itself. Yeah. Oh, no, you gain the life. That's what it is. Whenever I lose life, you gain life. Okay. was thinking from Alenda.
Still relevant, I think.
Yeah, Is there even a way to survive here? I mean, probably? Well, that's interesting, but I think I still have to do this, so... Let's go ahead and, take this guy. Oh, yes, I get a treasure. Now, the question is, do I sack it before I get its triggers? Can I even afford to do that? So if I attack with the Gourmand, sack the Conqueror, I'm not gaining any life this turn. But I can't leave you with it. Like, it just seems like a horrible plan.
It's a really interesting and tough spot, I think.
Yeah, I think I have to sacrifice it. Which leaves me at 3 life. 24. You're at 24 over there, so as long as it's... So if you attack, you could... You go to 29, so Alenda doesn't pump herself yet. Alright, I think I just have to do this. No, I don't lose a life when I do it. Okay, so... Alright, I just do this. And I guess we'll get rid of it.
And you get a card, so...
Yes, I do get a card. Now the question is, what do I do with that card? Is it this or is it this? I guess if I don't do it here, I'm dead to removal, but Alenda is just so annoying. So I think, so that I don't literally just die to removal, I think I must do it here.
I have to say, I run a lot of removal.
Yeah. All right. Interesting turn there. Let's see how it plays out.
Yeah, I hope you kill my 3 creatures.
Oof. I'm conveniently at 3. Well, this is annoying. Oh, and it's got Menace? Oh, well... Now I don't really have much of a choice. Go to 1 and then I'm dead to this thing no matter what, or I just trade with your entire board and you're left with a 1/1 here, which I have to then find exile removal for? Why does it have Menace? Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, I mean, this puts me at 1. Sure.
I think it's the correct play. Just need to top deck something.
Well, I guess I only have one option here.
Dig.
Yep. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't know how this is going to work as far as state-based actions and who gets priority first, but
Oh.
Let's see. I think yours is going to resolve first. Is that right? I don't even know.
I think that's based on whose turn it is. Yeah, I have to look it up. Because if that's so, I have to attack and I win.
Yes, exactly. If yours resolve first, you win. But if mine resolves, then that obviously doesn't work.
Then it's a stupid attack.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that works here.
During your turn, your triggers goes on the stack first, and your opponent's triggers go second, so theirs resolve first.
All right, I guess there's the answer.
Not what I wanted to find. But I'm glad I looked it up, because otherwise I might have tried it.
True.
Oh, this is okay.
There it, I guess. Once again. We have just one option here.
Too bad yours dies first.
Go to 2.
I have life to give.
Gold vein pick. Sure. And I've got nothing.
Okay, well, a game.
Yeah, good game there. Okay, so we've got a tough matchup against a black-white life gain deck here. And we just don't really have great sideboarding options. In general, I think Pilfer seems okay because, again, you know, cards like Bloodthirsty Conqueror, Elenda, getting those cards out of the hand seems pretty important. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the Pilfer in. The Soul Caller's pretty bad against the Flyers. He's also got Sarah Angel, so maybe the Soul Caller can go, make the deck a little bit cheaper, and see if we can get Pilfer early on here. All right, starting game 2 on the play here, and I suppose I will keep this hand.
It's not like my colors are so deep that I have a lot of sideboard options.
Yeah, I feel like I have one card in my sideboard that I can decide whether or not I want to bring that one in. That's about it. Heir Apparent. How many Heir Apparents? Okay, you got 2 Heir Apparents, I see. All right.
Yeah, I'm not proud of playing that. I need 2 drops.
Oh, I get you. Double Dazzling Angel, triple Banishing Light. Man, your deck is very good for being 1 and 3.
Yeah, I still keep losing, so I'm not sure what's going wrong. But
all right. Pretty decent top deck there. I think we're going to play this slightly out of order, but I think it's important to continue attacking.
yeah, the trigger is going to be annoying.
There's the Banishing Light. Makes sense. And potentially still an Eaten Alive in hand that you don't feel like casting is what it seems like. All right, well, let's attack here.
I feel I'm very quick at 7.
Dragon Trainer.
Oh, wow. That's a good card.
Well, unfortunately, I have no guarantee I'll be able to cast it next turn, so I can't really take it.
Oh, the other one was... Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I had to take the land because I didn't have a
Yeah,
land in
but
hand there.
Okay. This can buy me a bit of time.
Okay, I do like Cat Collector. Card's very good.
I just had to increase my board presence.
Yeah. What do we do about this here now then? I mean, if we do this there, so 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just not that great. I just don't know how much better this gets. This card is really good and snowballs quite well, so I think I'll go in here. And then end the turn, I suppose.
Okay.
All right, more creatures. Yep. I mean, we probably have to do that as much as I don't really want to. I just think this card is so good. Oh, and there's the fake your own death in hand anyway. All right. And you get another food token and another 1/1.
Oh, it's my turns. Okay.
All right, well, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This is looking up.
Yep. So I believe the final card in hand is Eaten Alive here. So I have to see what to do about that. I could trade the Blood Witch for the Prideful Parent. I don't think I want to do that, though.
Well, I would be fine with that. Otherwise, I would have attacked.
Well, that's pretty good, but I don't think I need to do that yet. So let's just do this. And then pass it, I think.
Okay, what's the play here?
Good thing we don't have any targets that are really worth killing with an Eaten Alive. I guess you could do it to push some more damage, but...
Yeah. I'm not sure. Let's just do this.
Ugh.
Make him have it.
Yeah, yeah, we do have it. So let's go ahead. It's probably worth keeping the goblin border. I don't want to trade it for 2/1/1s, I don't think. So let's just get in.
You have the Eaten Alive?
I do have the Eaten Alive. Yeah, that was what I mentioned last turn about that being quite good. I just didn't need to use it yet.
Yeah, I know, but couldn't afford to not do anything.
Mm-hmm. I'm just
Let's
waiting
hope.
for Herald of Eternal Dawn to hit, because if that hits, I'm not sure what I'm doing anymore.
I need a land and that card, so that. Oh no, only that card. Yeah, let's pray for that then.
All right,
6/5.
let's play Quick Draw Katana.
First strike. Oh.
I think we put it here. And start the chain of chump blocking, I suppose.
Definitely. Strangely, that 1/3 is is killing me here.
Good thing I've got 3 of them in my pool. Yep, there's the Eaten Alive I thought you had.
Yeah, this feels really bad, but
Yeah,
an uphill race.
yeah, I think we can wait a turn before we start trying to trade here. All right, pass it back.
Okay. I don't dislike this.
Ugh. Yeah, that card is just too good. I mean, I beat it once, and now I have to try to fight it again.
I gotta be honest, so far it's the only card that wins me that keeps me in these games.
Yeah, well, this is the first matchup you've drawn it, you said. Now you've drawn it twice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess I have to attack. All right. Now I can get my stream of chump blockers going.
Yeah, mine is drying up.
Yeah, but you have a 5/5 flying, life linking, better than
Yeah.
life linking Death Toucher. right, go to 12. So I could attack with the borders, and then you could sacrifice your own angel to eat my goblin borders. But I get a 1/1. Is that worth it? I think I'm fine making that trade. All right, go to 5. Go to 16. And top deck, another land. Got nothing in hand, one more land, so that means GG's to the Bloodthirsty Conqueror.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. Good games, and that was a really interesting game one between all those decisions of going back and forth there. So that was definitely fun. But you've got some power in your deck, and I hope you draw it for going forward.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the
Maybe we meet
games,
in week 2.
and yeah, best of luck for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, same to you.
And unfortunately, after that loss, we finished the week at 2-3 in 81st place out of 121. You know, a little bit under half. That's where you kind of expect to be. It's really, really tough to do well in this league, I'm finding. I mean, I'm doing the best I can, obviously. These matches are tough. They're 50-50 either way, and man, just a couple different breaks in two different directions, and we could be up in the 30s or 20s, and here we are down sitting in the 80s. So we really got some ground to make up in week 2, and we're going to hope we can do that. So the comeback pack that we were awarded after today's loss were the cards you see on your screen now. Now for black, red, there's a couple of decent things here. We get another Seer Slicer Goblin and also a Friendly Goblin over in the bottom right there, as well as an Incinerating Blast. And honestly, those are about the only cards I would really consider here. Big Fin Bouncer, Healer's Hawk, good for archetypes we're not really playing. So I think it's a pretty clear Goblin, and maybe an Incinerating Blast if we feel we need a little bit more removal to improve our deck for match number 6. The other aspect of losing in week 1 is that you get to add 1 common to your pool that is not already in your pool. And the 3 cards on your screen now are the 3 cards I considered adding to my pool after this lost. Burst Lightning, one of the better cards in the entire set. Bake into a Pie, Catch All Removal, and the Bloodfell Caves to help us with our mana. I think now that we're playing just a straight 2-color deck, I'm a little less incentivized to take the Bloodfell Caves. I think it's between Bake into a Pie and Burst Lightning for me, and I decided to choose Burst Lightning because Burst Lightning is very cheap and kills very cheap and efficient things and can also be kicked to kill X4s. So, pretty good card to add here. So we got a couple of ways to improve our deck. So let's go ahead and take a look at our deck build here now. So here's our deck, including the cards from our new comeback pack. The second Goblin, the second Blast, Burst Lightning, and Frenzied Goblin here. So we got to make 4 cuts to get back down to 60. I think Campus Guide's a pretty easy cut. We added a 1-drop and a 2-drop. We can cut a 2 here. I like everything else over here, I think. Axeguard Cavalry, doubling up on that effect with Krenko, I think is pretty good. These cards have all been fine. The employments have actually been really good. I could maybe cut the Lagak. I think the Soul Caller's been a little underwhelming. We don't actually have a ton of removal here. I think this second Incinerating Blast is kind of important. So I kind of want to keep that. My face is in the way here. So 28 creatures, which is pretty high. So we could probably afford to cut some creatures. I think everything down here is actually very good. I think the Katana's been quite good. So I'm going to cut 2 creatures here. Gorehorn Raider. I think the Spitfire Lagak is probably one to go. We have so many 2s. Do we need like this random Siphoner? It's been pretty good on defense, but this deck doesn't really want to play defense. Double Stab Katana makes these better. Gorehorn Raider's been fine, actually. It won us a game. Strongbox Raider's fine. I keep coming back to this second Cavalry here. We haven't really used its ability that much. I mean, obviously Cavalry plus Krenko is like magical Christmas land, but maybe we could do that with one. So I think this is where I'm going to land after today's deck build and where I will begin week 2 of the league. Now, the final aspect of this league that we haven't really had to go over yet because this is the first time it comes into effect is that after each week of the league, you get to planeswalk to another plane and start abiding by the rules of that plane. Now, we've spent all of this week on Dominaria, where all comeback packs are from Foundations, and you get to add some commons to your pool and things like that. The rules change next week because we have planeswalked. And as we planeswalk, we end up on the plane of Kaldheim. Now, some of you might have had this one spoiled for you a little bit, as I did play some of my matches after this planeswalk was revealed halfway through this week. But we are planeswalking to Kaldheim for week 2, which means we are going to the World Tree, where, when you planeswalk to the World Tree, each player receives a pack containing 5 snow-covered copies of each basic land type, and all comeback packs are from Kaldheim. So there's really no, like, incentivization, whatever the word is, incentive, there's the word, incentive, to put those snow-covered lands in your deck just yet. In fact, in an ideal world, we go 5-0, don't get any Kaldheim cards, and don't need snow lands. But in the event that some of your Kaldheim comeback packs give you cards that care about snow, we are provided with at least a few lands to help us in that respect. So this is where we will be planeswalking to for week 2, and we really gotta hope that Kaldheim is nice to us to recover from a 2 and 3 week 1 start. You can tune back into the channel on Monday to see the continuation of the league in week 2 on Kaldheim. Thanks for tuning in today.